Have you ever wondered about the many events that are in the sport of track and field? After this presentation, you might want to start paying attention to the Olympic Games and any school track events. Today, I will tell you about the many matters surrounding track and field. Most of my information came from worldathletics.org, newworldencyclopedia.org, and my personal information. First, I will tell you about where track originated from. Then, I will tell you about my favorite events. And finally, I will tell you about my favorite runners. Track has been around for many centuries. According to newworldencyclopedia.org, the sport has dated back to 776 BCE. The first games were held in Olympia and consisted of only one race, which was a 600-foot race, which was also called the Stade. Now, as time has gone, the games of track have also evolved to include more events and races. Now that I have told you about about where track originated from, I will tell you about the main events and races. These races include open races and relays. The open races will include the 100, the 200, and the 400, and the relays can include the 4x1, the 4x2, and the 4x4. There are also field events, which include jumps, throws, and pole vault. Now, I will tell you about my favorite running events. These events are the 4x1 and the 4x2. The 4x1 consists of 4 people running 100 meters each, while also exchanging a baton. This race is really fast and really heavily depends on how smooth the baton can be exchanged. Any slight delay or change in the baton exchange can greatly affect the time. The 4x2 is just like the 4x1, except that each runner runs 200 meters instead of 100. This race heavily depends on your endurance and also how well you can exchange the baton. In the 4x1, the receiver of the baton will have their thumb facing the ground, while in the 4x2, the receiver will have their thumb facing up. Now that I have told you about my favorite events, I will tell you about my favorite runners and their great achievements. My first runner that I really like is Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. She made her first Olympic debut when she was 16 in the 2016 Rio Olympics. She won a third place medal in the 400-meter hurdles as a junior. And also was in the 4x4 team for the USA. Her family comes from is also really athletic, which also contributes to her being really athletic and capable. Another one of my favorite runners is Sha'Carri Richardson. She ran track at LSU, and she runs my favorite race, which is the Open 100. She was making her first debut when she was disqualified for a THC violation, which she failed. Then she has her famous quote, which is, "We're not done yet," which is something that she said after she placed 9th in another race. Now, in 2023, she got a record, her best record, which was a 10.57 second 100. She is also in the Team USA's 4x1 team. There are many matters that are in track and field, but this is all that I have been will give you. Today I have gone over where track originated from, my favorite events, and the great achievements and accomplishments of my favorite track runners.